So this guy named Textual Chatter goes by Henry or HD. So he is another great asset to have because, like I said, you have to have a mentor. And like I said, I would never tell you to do something that I wouldn't do. Another thing is, you'll figure it out. You'll find out eventually. It's cool to network. It's cool to reach out to people. It's cool to have things organically. Da da da. But me personally, you know, I got organic friendships and blah blah blah. But me personally, I rather just pay somebody, man. I rather just pay somebody. Here go this money. This is what I need to know. Instead of, you know, we ain't got to do all the extra stuff. Nah, like I said, that happens naturally. Like it happened with Henry. It happened with Ant from Black Heights. That's cool. But other than that, it's kind of like, hey man, I can what's your rate? This is what I need to know. Boom, boom. Because from my analytics, I've seen that most of the people that's watching this channel is between 25 and about 40. So, you know, grown, super grown. And the people that's closer to 40, hey man, you ain't got that much time to waste. You don't need to be dilly-dallying, trying to figure out stuff on YouTube. Because after you consume a certain amount of content, after you consume a certain amount of information, you're going to notice that there's definitely a level of information that cannot be found on YouTube. And like I said, different people are in different phases of their life. But for me, it's the time. So like I said, if I was one of you guys, I would reach out to one of these two, get you a quick little session, you know, an answer or ask whatever the hell questions you want to ask to get to where you want to get to. So let me go through some more comments. I got a couple more topics that I want to talk to you guys about. And then I'm going to let you go take over the world. All right. So Earl says, I'm getting CompTIA and CCNA done with Veteran Rapid Training Assistance Program. That's awesome, man. Great. They actually reached out to me. A bunch of these damn veteran things or organizations, which are great, are reaching out to me. I just gotta do it. I just gotta, you know, sit down and figure out whatever hell I gotta do to make it available to vets. All right, that's to somebody else. Keep It Techie says, in order to get yourself out there, you kind of have to share some stuff at draft. True. And you can change your privacy settings so you only show people what you want to show. You know, if it's just the work stuff, you know, that's all you got. That's all you'll show. Oh wow, hold on. True, the industry is starting to replace project managers with what is called technical delivery managers. Thank you, TG Hamilton. So, like I said, before, people was able to rock out and kind of not know what the hell they was talking about. It's okay, you got a degree, so I guess, you know, you will be a good manager. But now they want people to actually have expertise, right? Because you managing people that are, I don't like to say smart, but you managing people that know what the hell they're doing. And if you don't know what they're doing, actually, let me go on a caveat. So let's say that you are offered a management position, right? This has happened to a bunch of my homeboys and homegirls. And you're not quite ready, right? You're going to be over some people that are not even not quite ready. You know you're not qualified for the job. But, hey, they're giving you this money, so they're giving you stock options, they're giving you this, they're giving you that. And you end up going inside this job and you don't know what the hell you're doing. It's not going to be a good look for you. The money isn't worth it. I promise you, because on day one, they're going to ask you a question. They're going to test you. And if you fail that test, if you don't understand what they're talking about, they're going to lose respect for you and they're going to start taking advantage of you. And it's going to be hell going to work every day. So just make sure that you know what you're doing. So Ann says, management ain't easy at all. People crazy. Facts. Not only that, they're not only crazy, they're lazy, which is like, it's like you got to pick your struggle, man. You got to be, and hopefully nobody's sensitive, stupid. It's like, damn, you crazy, lazy, and stupid. You got to pick a struggle, man. It's not going to work. Draft showing out. Great. I got a degree in computer science. That's awesome, man. Good. And Theus, do you think volunteering with no tech experience is a good way to get some? For sure. So there's kind of, if you want to get where you want to get, trying to get to whatever you're trying to get to, you have to stop making excuses. And sometimes it's not always monetary. It's not always the money. If you volunteer somewhere and they a startup or they're a big company, or you can kind of figure out what's going on, the education is what's going to be the payoff, because the education is what's going to get you to the bank, what's going to get you to promotions, what's going to get you some type of direction. That's another thing. A lot of people don't have direction. They don't know what the hell to do. They don't even know where to go. All right, so do a few more, and then I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into the other topic. TG Hammer said, and don't be afraid to get a mentor who does not look like you. You need an advocate, someone who will speak up for you when you aren't in the room. Facts. Now, what I found is a lot of my students, they say that the reason that they signed up is because the way that I look. But you're absolutely right. Your mentor does not have to look like you. They just got to know what the hell they're talking about. Are all my mentors black? Nope. It's just, do you know what the hell you're talking about? And can you get me to where I need to get to? That's the whole thing, right? Now, I ain't going to go too deep into it, but take race out of it. Take gender. Some of my mentors is women too. Take gender, race, and shit. Let's talk about that. Some of my mentors are younger than me, right? You have to take all of that stuff out of there. Is this person knowledgeable? Does this person know more than me? Will this person get me to where I want to go? If all that stuff is a yes, there's nothing to talk about, right? Now, it's cool that they went to the same high school, like the 5 heartbeats, think that, whatever you think, great. But if they don't, as long as they are knowledgeable on what you need them to be knowledgeable on, that's all that really matters. All right, so the next thing I wanted to talk about, as opposed to, not opposed to, but in addition to, or also, is that you need to get some type of, you need to get some type of training, right? Now, as far as your training goes, there's a bunch of different avenues to go, right? Right now, you're on here. This is training, believe it or not. So you can go the free route, right? So there's a bunch of different YouTube channels. Just like Hamilton said, there are people that look like you. There are people that don't look like you. There are people that talk fast, talk slow, people that may crack jokes, people that may do all types of stuff. There's somebody on this damn internet that can speak to you in a way that will resonate, right? So just for me, from personal experience, like I said, after a while with the free stuff, you will notice a barrier, or just not necessarily the quality of information, but just what you need. It's like, damn, okay, I got to watch 100 videos instead of just watching one, or I got to watch 10 different things instead of just watching one. And I'm just speaking from my perspective, and it comes from time. I don't want to go watch 100 damn videos on YouTube, and then I'm not even sure if the information is correct, if it's credible, so on and so forth. So you can go to free route. You can go to YouTube University. You can go to Google University and try to figure it out on your own. I've done that myself, and I can tell you from personal experience, it takes way longer than it should. It would take way longer than if you would just go get a mentor or go get some kind of specialized training, right? Now, another thing you could do is go the cheap route. And I didn't say affordable, but cheap, right? Do a survey on your buddies, your friends, and ask them how many Udemy courses they have, right? So Udemy courses are like, I don't know, $10 or $20, and bam, and see how many courses they have. And a lot of people have a bunch of Udemy courses that they never use, right? And a lot of those courses are $10, $20 for a reason. You got to think about it. You're only willing to invest $10, $20 into your future, right? Into something that could potentially make you, I don't know, 50, 60, 70, whatever your goal is, right? So your goal is to get a better job. Damn, it's only worth $10. Your goal is to get promoted. Damn, it's only worth $20, so on and so forth. So you can go to free route, you can go to cheap route. or you can go the I guess expensive route, I guess you could say. There's so many that there's college, right? You can go that route, which is probably the most expensive. The second most expensive would probably be like a boot camp. Now, since we're talking about boot camps, I've ran boot camps. I will continue to run boot camps, but there's one difference in between physically, like in person. There's one difference between the way I run boot camps and the way most other boot camps are ran. Boot camps are not, please listen to me. Boot camps are not a good idea if you're brand new. If you have no idea what the hell is going on, if this is the first time you pick something up, you're not about to learn it in 5 days, man. So all of my damn boot camps. So let's say that I'm doing like a CEH or a more advanced certification, or supposedly more advanced certification. It's like, okay, do you work in the field? Do you have Security Plus? You have, like, there's no point in you get, or even Security Plus. It's like, do you have A plus? Do you have Net plus? Are you working in IT? It wouldn't make sense. It would be a discredit to you to go in there. They talking about some high level shit and they talking super fast because it's only 5 days. It's not a good idea, right? Now, there's people walking on the moon, and I'm pretty sure you can do all the things that you desire, but I don't think it's a good idea for you to go to a boot camp if it's something that's brand new. For example, right? I'm cool when it comes to coding. But if I really wanted to learn Python, I'm not about to go to a 5-day boot camp. It don't make sense. I know I'm not about to learn this. It's like it's literally learning a new damn language, right? So just kind of when it comes to learning, I would say boot camps are great, but I would say they're a little bit better if you already have some type of experience. Then another would be some kind of specialized training, right? So you can do college, you can do boot camps. So I guess that's where our program will fall into, more of a specialized online training where you can kind of rock out at your own pace and do what you need to do whenever you need to do it. Now, which one of these would be most beneficial for you kind of depends on your learning style, right? So you have to know how you learn, right? Do you learn just with hands-on? And some people say that, but I don't know. Because a lot of times you're not going to be in IT, you're not going to necessarily be putting your hands on anything. You know, a lot of the stuff is going to be digital, whether you setting up a router, setting up a switch, so on and so forth. But some people will say, hey, man, I'm good with hands-on. Well, maybe your online school isn't good for you. Or maybe you got a crazy ass schedule, right? You working from 7 to 11, and the next day you're working from 9 to 9. It probably isn't a good idea to have to go to a physical school that's on a super tight schedule, right? You have to know how you learn. Do you like everything at once, or do you like things to kind of be little by little, right? So